Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey, everybody!
I like the new intro.
Yeah, it's like a
Welcome
remix.
back. Remix. New year.
Nice.
New time. New Bad Movie Night. Host runners, whatever the hell this is, showrunner. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyways, the other thing, which is great, this is the beginning of the show, and I was quickly looking for the trailer clip that we always have when we introduce the movie. Didn't make that. So I'm just going to throw in a clip of some other stuff. But yeah, tonight we checked out the 2001 Albert Pyun action movie, Ticker. Albert Pyun, Steven Seagal, Tom Sizemore, and explosions.
That's pretty accurate.
Ticker.
And half of the 90s R&B stars.
Oh my god, yeah.
Did you recognize they listed like a guy named Chili? And I was like, what are we just...
That's not a guy.
That's from TLC.
TLC.
Yeah.
It was the C in TLC.
I did.
Duh.
Have you learned nothing?
Who was she in the movie?
She was in the one scene in like the drug bust at the beginning.
Yep.
She's like, I need money for me, my baby, all that stuff.
Right.
Oh, that
Don't
was
send
a
me
rough
back to the
scene.
halfway house.
Oh, okay.
That scene's what sold me on this movie.
the one where Tom
Not because of
Sizemore.
her. When Tom Sizemore starts
nice.
judging other people's bad habits, I'm like, I'm so into this.
That's why I was when Tom
He thinks you've hit a
Sizemore,
low.
yeah.
Yeah.
When he entered that room and his eyes went wide as he saw the cocaine sitting there on the table. I was like, yeah.
Cut.
I think we're free to talk about Tom Sizemore in derogatory ways as much as possible. In my research for this movie, I found out he's a huge scumbag.
Yeah.
I always thought he had like drug
took
problems.
research?
Yeah, apparently he like violated like an 11-year-old girl or something.
Oh, he's worse than I thought.
Look it
She
up.
was 14.
And just a
man.
bunch of awful shit. So
I
yeah,
didn't think it was that bad.
I didn't think so either. I thought he was just kind of washed up and had
Yeah.
problems. But turns out maybe not a good person.
Fuck
either.
Tom Sizemore.
Yeah. Ugh.
So we're not talking about this movie. God damn it.
We'll just
Now-
refer to him as Michael Madsen.
There we go.
That's why I sent you guys that trailer for a movie with both. I'm like,
Yes.
do you just get
It's the same
a
person.
contact drunk from just watching
Oh.
this movie?
No
It's
idea.
Face Off 2 in the making.
Yeah.
I think
that
they
is-
just swap them out between different scenes, and you're never really sure like which one it is.
Face
Wait, is
off.
that Sizemore? Or is that Madsen? Fuck.
They switch
Wait,
their
that's Madsen.
faces, but they don't really. They stay the same.
It doesn't matter because
It doesn't
They just
matter.
play one character.
Michael Sizemore,
that's a great concept, though, right?
Tom Madsen.
Oh my goodness.
I remember that
All right.
fantasy movie we watched with him where he kept hitting his sword into the wall.
Yeah, that was
Vampire.
no, the one with Christiana Logan.
Oh, yeah. The
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain.
Blood
Yeah,
Rage.
he was terrible in that movie.
Yeah.
Blood Rain. Yeah, not
Blood
Blood
Rain.
Rage.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, Ticker. Lindsay, you picked this movie or suggested it.
Did. Because I came across the VHS. I bought it for $1 and way overpaid for it. And we just grabbed a bunch of bad movies and said, let's watch them. And this was one of them. And I was like, holy shit. I know some other people that might kind of enjoy this movie. It's very interesting of the backstory behind it and the production. So there's lots of stuff to talk about.
Oh, there's that research again.
I was
Right?
excited. when
I
it
would
was
gladly
Albert
pay $1
Pyun.
for this movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's got Albert Pyun
Pyun,
on it.
man.
Yeah,
I mean,
Albert Pyun.
that was our
That's
our first movie we watched on the show was Nemesis. Albert Pyun.
Well, the big thing is the front of the VHS says Tom Sizemore, Nas, and Steven Seagal, but when you turn it over to read the description, it says "When a Mad Bomber," played by Dennis fucking Hopper.
On the
Why
back.
wouldn't he put him on the front. I mean,
No.
did he put that in his contract? Like, you will not put my name.
Don't tell anyone I'm in this.
Don't want to
I think it's because he was only on set for a day.
That's true. That's very true.
I mean, my
I
first
like
note.
how they photoshopped him into the car. But
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. My first note about this movie was that Dennis Hopper and Jamie Presley are too good for this movie.
They are. They are.
But
you
anyways,
meant to say Nas and Chili are too good for this.
Nas was barely in it. He was in it.
Barely in it.
Ice-T,
I was
too,
so
man.
happy when
Yeah.
Nas died.
Yeah, you're watching the movie, and then you're like, is that fucking Ice-T?
Ice-T jumps in for a minute.
Yeah,
It's
for
what?
like a real short period. Yeah. Well,
We're
he's got a
getting
bunch
into
of
this too
PR.
much.
We are in. We
You're
Pull it
right.
back. Pull it back.
Oof.
Save it for the podcast.
let's everybody recenter.
Some exciting stuff to talk about.
There's a lot to talk
So
about with the
much to
ticker.
talk
It's a
about.
good pick. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
But who wants to give the little premise hole? I know last time AJ had prepared one. Did he
Yes, he
prepare
did.
one for this?
I might have.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
These are like that.
I don't know.
Then
All right.
go ahead, AJ.
All right. I need someone to do the ticking sound for me. Like the. There we go. After a San Francisco detective's partnered is murdered by Northern Irish terrorists with bad accents, the officer joins the bomb squad in order to bring them justice, starring the man who can only whisper Steven Seagal in. The 1994 bomb epic classic, Blown Away. Or, wait, no, actually, it's a shittier version of the same film called Ticker. There it is.
Okay. Very good.
That was good, AJ.
Oh my
I
god.
was like blown away. What? Ah.
mean,
Literally
you could-
exactly the same
It's
premise.
almost okay.
You could say you were blown away by this movie, though.
I was blown away.
And
not-
I'm pretty
not
sure
by
at
the
some
acting.
point the pants Steven Seagal wore were blown away from all the. Anyways, thanks AJ. That was good. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, let's move
I
on.
was drinking. I took a sip when you said that. So I was,
He's filling Todd's place perfectly.
Usually Aaron's the rude one, but anyways, let's move on.
Why
Aaron,
rude?
I don't know. I don't know because we're brothers and I'm not rude like you, so I don't know what it was. You're the firstborn. Maybe the parents, coddled you or whatever. You seem coddled. Anyways.
That's pretty rude, man.
You might be right. Never mind. Anyways, let's move on. Aaron, 2001. Some
Space
thinks
Space
it's
Odyssey?
some say it is a space odyssey, but others would say it is the year in which this movie took place and came out, or perhaps other things. I don't know. Let's take a moment and dive into Aaron's history hole and get a little context for the movie and the year it was released.
For Aaron's History Hole.
That's right, folks. This movie was released on June 23rd, 2001 in Japan, and then later in November in the United States. So some other movies released in June 2001. Pretty big month for movies. We have Moulin Rouge.
Never saw it.
Okay, then.
ouch.
It's a good movie.
Guess we're not into musicals.
We have
what-
I
Evolution.
love musicals, AJ.
What's wrong with Moulin Rouge? It had Christina Aguilera. I like the song.
Right?
She wasn't in the movie.
Oh, really?
It was Obi-Wan. Was Nicole Kidman and Obi-Wan
Nicole
Kenobi.
Kidman. Yeah.
Obi-Wan
Ewan
Kenobi.
McGregor was in it.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
So Evolution, Swordfish.
Oh, Evolution's such a good movie.
Evolution is
Great movie.
fantastic. Swordfish, not so much.
It's all about, but the hacking is pretty accurate.
So many screens.
What's the password?
I love those little montage clips of him like clapping his hands together while he's going. That's insane.
Didn't like that movie have like an obsession with like ball bearings or something?
Yes.
Am I making that up?
Yes.
Wait, I got a
haven't
question.
seen it
Is that
since it
movie
came out.
related to Ticker in some weird way? Like the writer or something wrote that? I remember seeing it somewhere.
Really?
No?
Swordfish?
Okay. I thought.
We have Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, The Fast and the Furious.
Swordfish bones are very weird looking.
All right, Chris, thanks for that information.
They taste good, though. They taste.
Sorry.
Speaking of
Googled
ridiculous
swordfish.
things, we
Oh,
have
God.
Pootie Tang.
Oh,
Never
Jesus.
saw it.
Yeah, me neither. So some other movies that we've covered from 2001, actually only one was Killer
Really?
Buzz.
Ooh.
Yep.
This must have been a bad time for green screening.
Oh, yeah.
Killer Buzz didn't have the greatest of green screens either.
Well,
It was new tech.
New tech.
Yeah. All right. So just a little reminder, your Razzies for that year, pretty much every award went to Battlefield Earth.
Yes, rightfully so.
It was just bad.
Travolta.
Just
I
bad.
don't know, but it's kind of good too. It's a pretty entertaining movie. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Yeah.
Man Animals? You Man Animals. You've never seen Battlefield Earth? Are you serious? I've seen it like 5 times.
Your friendly neighborhood
It's like Waterworld.
bartender.
Spiv. Have you ever been? Never mind. I was
Have I
never.
ever been to Mars?
No, I was trying to think of the Scientology, like Lord God. I was going to say
Yes.
Quiznos, but it's not Quiznos. That's a sandwich place, I think.
A space elevator guy.
L. Ron
What,
Hubbard.
L. Ron
Yeah,
Hubbard?
there you go.
Yeah, but I thought there was like.
There
the
is
robot
there's a god
god?
name.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep
like
wanting to say
Rayon.
Pazuzu, but that's the demon.
Scientology.
You're trying to think of Tom Cruise.
Robot God.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Robot.
matter.
Xenu.
Xenu,
Xenu.
that's what it is.
I was close with
Warrior
Quiznos. I was pretty actually close with Quiznos.
It's Jared from Subway. All right, so our director for this film was obviously Albert Pyun. We've watched a bunch of his movies.
Yes.
He has 55 credits, and he was actually quite busy around this time frame, 2000, 2001, 2002. He made a ton of movies in that time. But we've seen some of them, like Cyborg, The Sword and Sorcerer, Nemesis series, Blast, Knights, Dollman. He did a few of the Kickboxer movies.
We haven't really watched any of his kickboxing movies.
We haven't
have
watched
so
the
much to
Kickboxer
watch.
movies.
Yeah, so much peon.
He has a ton
Yeah.
of stuff. So our writer for this was Paul B. Margolis. He's 14 credits, mostly for TV shows like episodes of T.J. Hooker, MacGyver. Jesus Christ.
Denver.
You're trying to say
Goober?
Dean Stanton.
Yes. Yes.
That's actually making a lot of
And
sense now that you're saying
Ghost
I had it.
Stories.
I had a guinea pig named after MacGyver.
MacGyver
Yeah,
was-
he did.
I inherited
Sweet.
it. Its name was Angus.
Did he build stuff when you gave him rubber bands and bubble gum?
Yeah.
He was a really
pig.
he was the
That show
lazy.
is
He
so
didn't
funny.
even move.
You can hit it with a broom.
Wasn't crafty.
No.
No. Our composer was Sergei Colbert, who has 21 credits. You may know his music from Operation Delta Force series, Shark Attack, Crocodile, and Lindsay, Spiders 2, Breeding Ground. I believe you just
Oh.
covered that with
Yes, I did.
the Cannibal video guys.
Haunting score.
Yeah. Lots of haunting things in that movie. Our cinematographer was Philip Allen Waters. He has 10 credits. He's best known for Cyborg.
Nice.
a fun movie.
Other Albert Pyun movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let Lindsay talk a little bit about some of the behind the scenes of this movie. So just moving on, movies to check out. We have, boom, Shark Zone.
Terror has surfaced.
It sounds so bad.
It's not even a good
that
cover.
It's like the worst Jaws ripoff ever, but it looks
Terrible
amazing.
cover.
This is from 2003.
Oh my god.
Is that around the
secret-
time that Deep Blue Sea came out?
No, that was
Is
90s.
it a
That was late
ripoff of
90s.
that one?
Late
No.
90s, yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Deep Blue Sea was like 98 or something.
I thought you celebrated Jessica Alba's entire catalog, Scott. You should know that.
What?
Right.
Jessica Alba's not in Deep Blue Sea.
She's not, but Aaron's
Oh.
thinking of that treasure hunting.
Into the
one.
Blue.
Yeah,
With Paul Walker.
What the fuck's the difference? I don't know.
that's a terrible movie.
Will you let me talk about this shitty shark
Deep
movie,
Blue
please?
Sea is awesome. Okay.
Oh, Deep Blue Sea is amazing. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was getting them mixed up. No, this is nowhere near the caliber of Deep Blue Sea. Yeah. Okay. So, a secret fortune in diamonds lies at the bottom of the ocean, but the treasure is also home to a school of deadly great white sharks. Only one man knows the truth when a group of divers is attacked while searching for the loot. Now, the sharks are hunting swimmers on a nearby beach. The slaughter will continue until someone believes him.
They just have to believe him.
You gotta believe
That's it?
that
It's like
shark.
Santa Claus. You believe in him and the sharks will go away.
How did the sharks attack people on a beach?
You shut up and watch the movie.
I've not seen Deep Blue Sea.
If Jessica Alba was in it, I would.
Okay, moving on. We have...
Did you actually see Into the Blue?
I tried. I really did. I
Is that
really
the
did
surfing
try.
one?
No, it's the.
I'm pretty sure it's about
Jessica
diamonds
Alba
and stuff,
Shark
yeah.
Attack Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Gosh.
No, there's no sharks in that movie. I don't think.
All right,
There's
so
like
There's lots
Anyway, it
of
doesn't
slow
matter, it
motion
doesn't matter, it doesn't
underwater
matter.
scenes.
we're moving on to another Pyun
Yeah.
film.
Like James Bond.
from 1992, starring the love child of Robin Williams and Steve Zahn. We have Deceit.
That's
I mean, look
accurate.
at this dude. He looks like
Can you
Robin
make the-
Williams.
Aaron,
Dangerous
enhance.
alien sex fiend
Enhance.
has come to Earth. What?
Aaron, enhance.
That is Robin Zahn.
Wait, Aaron,
Or Steve Williams.
when you have control over it, can you play around with me when I say enhance and do it? It makes me feel better. Enhance.
Feels like
Enhance.
proper technology, right?
Now you sound like our president.
make it
saying
sharper.
He enhanced those videos. All right.
I want it. I want
You
Blade
just
Runner to
gotta
be real.
find those 800 votes.
God, don't listen to that video. It'll
This
make
is
you
not a political
rage.
podcast.
Yes, it's not. So moving on, we're going to talk about some aliens.
Into the
Outer
Blue.
space aliens visit Earth with the intention of blowing it up. But they meet a hot blonde and decide to postpone the planet's destruction in order to try to score with her.
Isn't this Earth Girl so easy?
Albert Pyun.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds terrible, but we got to watch it because of him.
I gotta watch that.
That sounds pretty amazing, frankly.
All right.
And there's no blonde on the cover.
Yeah, no, I think she's one of the aliens.
Oh.
Maybe not.
It's not a very
Does
good
she want to
cover.
score with the hot
That's a
blonde?
very.
Maybe. Maybe
is
the
a
hot
very-
blonde's a
It's a
guy.
bad cover.
Especially for the concept. Where's the UFO? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Where's the alien?
You guys are so goddamn picky.
I'm just
It's a movie
saying,
about
like,
sex aliens wanting to blow up
it
Earth.
looks like an action heist movie from the cover, or like
It really
someone gets
does.
kidnapped, a kidnapping film.
Or
Aaron,
like a
looks- yeah.
bad
Looks like
Terminator
Logan's
knockoff.
Run or something.
Pull up the cover of Species because that's the exact same description. And that cover is badass.
That is bad.
Yeah, it's true. But we're going to move on
All of them are.
because we
All
got to talk
five.
about a movie called Derailed. And guess what? It's about
Van
a train.
Damme.
And
Is that
that
Jean-Claude
sounds so
Van
cool.
Damme?
It is Van Damme.
Oh my god.
From
And I bet the train
2002.
doesn't get derailed at all.
Oh my God. They couldn't afford to actually derail the train.
I bet the plot gets derailed.
Oh,
For his career.
Oh,
oh, ouch. An out of control train holding hostages. This is not the taking of Pelham. And high tech bioweapons against Christoph, aka Van Damme, becomes a one-man army to derail the terrorists and save the lives of everyone on board. Yep, we're not derailing that
It
train.
sounds
we're
like
derailing
Under
the
Siege
terrorists.
too.
Yeah.
It does.
Basically does.
It's probably better though.
I don't know.
Under Siege 2 is pretty bad.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Dark
Less
Territory?
whispering.
Yeah.
And finally,
Territory's not bad.
we have Air Panic.
Whoa, that
Don't
looks
let the
cool.
description get you down because the trailer looked fucking great.
That cover
Really
looks
bad,
awesome.
but really great. Air Panic from 2002. FAA system analyzer named Neil McCabe is the only person who seems to have this different hunch towards a group of international terrorists after a horrific plane incident occurred. I don't know who wrote this shit, but it's terrible writing. But it looks amazing because it's full of bad plane CGI and explosions.
Oh, awesome.
And lots of people going like,
Nice. Nice.
it should be pretty fun. That's all I have.
Airplane.
All right.
Keeping it short.
Okay. I was looking for something. I couldn't find it. That's all. All right. Thank you, Aaron. Very good history hole. Let's move on and talk about Ticker.
Patreon. Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Patreon.
Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Remember when we used to do those fake commercials?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I think we did one about Steven Seagal, and that's what I was trying to find.
Oh, really?
That must
And
have
I
been
thought-
a one.
That was like 2 years ago at least.
And
I,
then
used to- I gave you so many of those, you didn't use half of them.
I used all of them.
No, you
Fucking
didn't.
did. Yes, I fucking
not.
did.
I think some of them were a little ridiculous. so.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then
were not
we
alone.
I made those fake movie covers, but I don't know. I was thinking of Ninja of Flavor Town. I thought I did one called
yeah.
like Fat Cop or something. It was Steven Seagal.
Like, you made a DVD cover,
You're
didn't
just
you?
remembering our
was a
best
DVD
movie of
cover.
2020.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have it. I have the DVD.
I think it
it
was
doesn't
just a
matter.
DVD cover. Yeah.
Is that the title of his TV show he did where he was an actual like sheriff's deputy?
Probably.
Or was it like martial law or something? It was a reality show where he was like an actual cop.
Oh, God.
I don't think he was like
Louisiana, I
an
think.
actual cop.
I'm sure there was
right?
no police brutality involved with him.
Actually, I read that he operated a tank and drove it through someone's house and killed their dog, and it ended up being this like $100,000 lawsuit because of it.
Oh my God, that's like it's an emotional. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was like completely out of control.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
I kind of want to be a cop if I get to
all
drive a
right.
tank.
on that note, guys, Spiv, what did you think? Okay. Spiv, what did you think of The Ticker?
Chris, this movie was fantastic.
Fantastic.
I'm going there. Man.
Wow.
This has so
Okay.
many explosions. The
Did have that.
Wow.
Dennis Hopper's Irish accent was
my God.
hilarious.
When he had it.
When he had it,
Inconsistent.
it would
Yes.
slip in and out. It was great. No, I was glad Nas dies because he could not act his way out of a paper bag.
Oh, so
Okay.
bad.
And
You didn't like his death scene?
I liked it because Tom Sizemore said, "No, don't talk, don't talk."
I disagree.
How
dare you.
This movie was so much fun. It's been a long time on BMN since I've been disinterested in a movie.
Wow. This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm calling
Okay.
movie of the year, man. Right now.
Whoa.
It's an action
Whoa.
movie. This is
First
happens
movie of the year.
every
Fucking
time.
time. You're such a.
I know what I like.
He has his own opinions. It's okay.
All right.
Chris is
Well-
so upset.
No, I'm not upset. Lindsay, what did you think?
Well, obviously, I liked it because I recommended it for you guys to watch. There's just so much to pick apart and so much what the fuckness going on where you're just like, where are we right now? I thought we were here, now we're there. And then weird people pop up out of nowhere and all the locations are different from where they are.
Did you notice that all the cars in San Francisco have Illinois plates?
Yes. Yeah, because it was originally supposed to be set in Chicago, and I think there's
I did
even
see the
movie-
Sears. I think I saw the Sears Tower in one of the night scenes.
Yes, I think there's even one scene where there's a Florida plate, but I mean they could have.
It's all over,
Florida.
yeah.
It's all over the place. I don't know how these people agreed to do this. I don't know how this was released. It's just mind-boggling. So I loved it.
It's amazing.
All right. 2 people so far loving The Ticker. AJ, what'd you think?
I don't know. This is I always felt like this was unwatchable. I literally had to pause and stop the movie and take breaks because it was so hard for me to watch. And it's just like, it's weird timing because this is like 2001 and all these guys are still doing like mainstream movies to a level. So like they're credible. You know, I feel like this was supposed to be like an Albert Young blockbuster. Like they thought this was going to be like huge. And then maybe the studio watched it for a couple days and said, fuck this or something. But man,
Well, I
some of
think
the
it was-
acting. Oh
It was
my God.
originally written, I think the first draft was written back in '89. So, I mean, it was in work for a
sense.
long time.
I don't know where to start with this one, guys. I mean, anything we could say is just like, we could talk for hours about every aspect of it. It's just so ridiculous.
I think you're what you said about it feeling like this should be credible.
Yeah.
And what you're seeing is not. Yeah, that's a good. Aaron, what'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, I too thought it was a lot of fun. At first, I thought it might be a little dull with the intro scenes. Like it was a typical action movie. Felt like a mid-'90s sort of action film in the beginning. But then it just gets weirder and stupider. And it's just so much fun. And Hopper's accent just cracked me up because it's just constantly like mid-sentence changing. It took me a while to figure out he was part of the IRA because I'm like, why is he? I thought he's mocking the other guy at first because he'd only do the accent sometimes. I'm like, what an asshole! But then he would do it. But it's just fun. I still don't know what happened in the end. Like, I'm not really sure what happened to Jamie Presley's character.
They just left her there. In the basement.
It just leaves her there. And then it's like roll
Calls her a
credits.
son of a bitch, right?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I don't know. But
Did Seagal ever cut wires at the end? Or did he just kind of poke around and then they roll?
She cut
we'll
one
get into
wire.
the whole Sizemore,
Yeah, we got to talk about
Scene.
all of that.
I have that scene.
the old 2 fingers scene.
We could talk
Have
about
that. We will get into it.
Do you feel something round?
Just wait.
I feel so something soft. Don't
Don't
touch
touch
it.
it.
They keep showing zoom in with his fingers. You're like, what is going on here?
We will get there, guys.
I don't think anyone can.
How can you not like this, AJ?
I'm with AJ.
God.
It was rough, man.
What?
Steven Seagal sucks ass. Steven Seagal sucks ass.
All right, brother.
He's disappointing on so many levels. He's like, I'm not going to be in this movie, really. Just kind of put me in a dark room and act like I'm in the helicopter.
He's in a bomb squad.
He narrates.
In the best fight scene of his career. He stands there and just goes like this.
Watch this.
They had
That
him
is
for 30
so
minutes.
Body double.
So awesome.
Yeah.
He's
30 cuts for each punch and a body double. That's acting.
love that. It was so
my
good.
God. So much to talk about.
That was such a Pyun type of thing too.
Death is just another stage on the playground.
He said all sorts of weird shit like that.
We'll get to that too.
So-
We'll get to that.
Like, unless you're like looking at Stevens, like I don't take him seriously. In Under Siege and stuff like that, he was pretty
Yeah.
cool as an action guy. And he had those sequences, fight scenes and stuff that were fun. But this, it's like a caricature. Like it's so ridiculous. And this isn't even like prime Steven Seagal anymore. He's ridiculous to a new level nowadays.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just couldn't get into Steven Seagal. And then you got Tom Sizemore, and I just feel like I'm dirty the whole time. Where is this going?
He looked
You know what I
pretty
mean?
clean though. I mean, he looked
He looked
reasonably
at
healthy.
times he was tried.
Right.
You know,
He was
Right.
as
deliveries.
bloated.
He was probably the least like faulty on the cast, to be honest.
Oh, I don't know.
But like they're always all sweaty. Like it's always close, and Steven Seagal's like sweating.
Because there's bombs.
It's tension,
They're gonna
man.
blow up.
There's a tick in the background.
I didn't get the tent.
That's your
Gotta
first
find the
sticker.
tick.
What was the name of the compound they used for? It was like Stridex or something. I kept thinking of the Acne pad.
What was it? I wrote it down here.
And you notice
Semtex.
every time they
Semtex.
Guys,
Did you ever
read
notice-
this. read this URL.
It's very
James.
cool and deserves a lot of cash. HTML.
Oh my God.
It's very cool.
It was a top secret plan to detonate a nuclear bomb on the moon.
On the moon.
This is quality.
Jesus, man.
This is everything you want in a B action.
I didn't
movie.
even believe that Steven Seagal was typing on a computer. I think he had a body double do that for
he
him.
had
It was like
everything.
any amount of effort. They're like, he's like, body double it.
Yeah, he filmed all his scenes in 6 days. This was shot over 12 days. The entire
shit.
thing.
Days.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
I
and-
figured they were using a lot of old footage.
Yes. Because, I mean, just to put this out there, I mean, even before we start talking about it, why all this stuff looks so bad and is so piecemeal is because New Image took half of Albert Pyun's money away and then took the film from him before he finished, and they just spliced in a bunch of stock footage and footage from other movies. I mean, there's one where you can tell it's like a miniature that's exploding from some other movie. I mean, it's just crazy.
They blow up a house. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that they blew up the bar, the second bomb, and then all of a sudden it's like an abandoned train yard.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, and then they're at the beginning, the opening sequence. They're supposed to be at this governor's mansion,
Right.
and then it turns into like a Wild West farm when it blows up.
How does that happen?
Well, and then
It goes from this to this.
I thought that was their horse stable.
Their horse stable. I could see that.
Rocket, no! Rocket, no!
Oh my god!
Even the chef got in that scene. You see that? He's just cooking the food.
Dude, I have that in slow motion. We'll watch that in a second.
Also, they go to this mansion. It's a mansion. The governor's mansion, but they go in the basement, and all of a sudden they're like in the bowels of a ship.
Right?
Yeah, there's
No,
only-
this is a nuclear facility, is what this is. Look at
It's
that
some
pipe.
mansion. Imagine the heating ducts on that house.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet that shitter has the most pressure to sometimes my toilet needs a couple
Never
flushes.
clogs.
True.
This thing's
just the
never
sewage.
clogging.
Oh my
at this thing.
god!
when
that
you're a
is-
senator, you get the best.
Look at this
God.
basement. Look at these pipes.
It's insane.
It's so stupid. It's like unbelievably stupid.
Stupid.
Well,
So
and another
stupid.
thing in that opening sequence, you've got these SWAT guys They're just
they're
shooting
so
it. They're just
Yeah.
shooting into the
Running around
house
and-
where there's people, where there's hostages.
Yeah.
And why are the cooks like still serving dinner?
That's what I'm saying.
And the bartender's still serving drinks. Like, hey, I know there's masked gunmen, but hey, have a Manhattan.
I love how they bring the helicopter down and they jump down onto the building as if they wouldn't know the helicopter's above,
Right?
dropping
And
people onto the
their
building.
legs are like this as they're dropping for some
Yeah.
reason.
That
They're
that
like,
is how we are
"Woo!"
introduced to Steven Seagal. Is he is
Yes.
a primetime bomb man, and the way he
mean-
gets to the basement of this place is by dropping down onto the roof.
They're sneaking in, Chris.
It's quite the entrance. You know, that was definitely somewhere where Seagal's like, I really want to come out of a helicopter on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really not going to leave this room, so you're going to have to make it work. The SWAT team goes into the basement and they all have the suits on and they all have guns
Yeah.
and they take it real serious, and then fucking Steven Seagal walks in like
Right?
come on, dude.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It pisses me off because then you got Dennis Hopper who's in like a quarter of the amount of scenes, but every time he's on screen, he's fun.
He's into
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Well, because Steven Seagal is, and I quote off the back of the box, a Zen bomb squad commander.
He's got all these words of wisdom.
We had all those
Yeah.
lines.
He's
those
the Glimmer
lines.
Man, yeah. They just
Well-
pulled him from the Glimmer
Just
Man.
glimmers in the night.
And also, in an earlier version of the script, they were going to have Steven Seagal be a figment of Tom Sizemore's
Oh
imagination.
my god.
That's cool.
I want to see that movie.
To
That
help
makes
him,
sense.
yeah, to help him get over the trauma from
Yeah.
his family exploding.
His family exploded.
Dude.
Does anyone else
Why
think that
do
Tom
they
Sizemore
explode?
put the bomb on the car himself? Because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
He
How
didn't
many
see
times is
with
that
my-
kid gonna wave?
Right? He waves by like 5 times. Like,
actually
I don't
thought-
want to see your face anymore, kid.
I thought Sizemore was going to turn out to be one of the bombers.
Yeah, that would have been
I
good.
thought it was going to
That'd
have like a
been cool
twist.
Well, who knew that Jamie
There's so
Presley
much to
was
talk
the
about.
ringleader the whole time?
Yeah.
So much to talk about.
Well, I mean, when I was watching this movie, I was thinking, like, actually, this is kind of a complicated movie to make. Because there's so many moving parts. You have the bad guys, you have some double crossing, you have 2 different sets of police teams and stuff. So there's like a lot of stuff going on to coordinate in a way that would make sense. Mm-hmm. They mostly failed at that.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It could have been a good movie. It
Yeah.
could have been. It
Oh,
had
yeah,
the parts. It had all the parts there, especially for the time it was made. But they just were like, nope.
Yeah, no, if you keep the budget and tweak the script a little and then release it 5 years earlier, I think it would have been a big hit.
Yeah.
Not the chandelier.
That was amazing.
That was amazing. Great
Those
movie.
chefs are just standing there cooking up stuff.
Oh my
know.
god.
You don't want your crepes to burn?
Terrorists got to eat too.
Anytime in this movie, anytime there was like background police on like B-roll, they were always like confused and running around and like looking around and like it made no sense. Anytime there was like police running around, those guys in the park that pulled guns out of like the shopping cart, like so random.
And they were FBI and ATF. It's like if those 2 agencies are involved, why are the local police doing
I
anything?
was so confused. I think the police are just incompetent, guys. That's the problem with the movie.
Yeah. So, Steven Seagal's the bomb man. Tom Sizemore is just a cop.
He's the troubled vice detective.
And he stumbles upon Dennis Hopper, and Dennis Hopper shoots Nas, his partner.
Fuzzy.
Finally.
Finally, he was actually charismatic.
What?
Nas was
terrible.
great. He was great. How dare you guys?
I feel so cold.
I liked it. I liked everything.
I think I got shot.
I will also say to like everyone's defense on this entire movie, it feels like every single line was one take. And they just
Yeah.
went
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. Like there was definitely no time for like multiple takes. So it's just whatever they got is what it was.
Oh, you
You don't
got
think
Seagal
Dennis
for
Hopper-
6 days. Yeah.
Hitting on the woman in the bar was like not complete improv.
Oh yeah, you're the bomb, baby.
Barkeep, a shot of tequila for the lady, and I'll have a Coca-Cola. Yes, sir. I'm working you.
That's a good line. I'm going to try that next time.
He is Dennis Hopper, I guess.
Dennis Hopper was 65 in this movie. His girlfriend was Jamie Presley, who was 24.
Makes sense.
Well, were they like girlfriends?
I don't know.
Well, he
They
says
never
he
really
loves her.
explain.
Were they girlfriends? Is that what you just asked?
Weird way to put that.
It's 2021, Chris.
I would say, are they girlfriend boyfriend? But he was
that's
a
something like
man.
a third
Are
grader
they?
says.
Their relationship. I
Were
don't
they
know.
in a relationship?
I don't know.
They were in a. I think they were in a relationship because he says he loves her and all this kind of stuff.
Then why'd she blow him up?
Because
Maybe he
he
loves her
tried
like a
to he tried
grandfather.
to double cross her. He was gonna take the watch.
What was
I think
Leave her in there.
he was just a tool in her mastermind plan.
Yeah, she is the mastermind, obviously.
That's the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played Tom Sizemore.
Until the end, when she just disappears.
I was really hoping
Well, she gets punched, Aaron. That's worst boss fight ever.
That's
literally,
the second time.
literally 2 times by Tom Sizemore. He beats
Oh my
women.
god! Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Wait, did they replace her with like a blow up doll? Because she looked really weird that first time they punched her, and he had her like in a headlock, and then he just drops her on the ground.
Oh, I don't have the clip of when
so
he was
messed
doing
up.
that. I was
Was too
hoping though,
distraught over Nos dying at that scene.
I think
so cold.
I think it was because I was so angry at Steven Seagal after the first scene. Then when they introduced Nas, he was like kind of happy
Yeah.
against Tom Sizemore depression.
Well,
Like this-
because he
Yeah.
was like, "You got demons, man. You got
Yeah.
demons. You got to get rid of your demons." He kept saying that
See?
as he was dying.
He knew.
Cough, cough. You got demons.
It was so
So-
it was so cliche.
So they executive decisioned Nas when I was really hoping they would just do it to Steven Seagal again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like kill him off in that first scene with the bomb.
Actually, just
fair.
reuse that footage.
It wouldn't have been
Why is he
bad.
in an airplane? What?
I really like Seagal's Zen words of wisdom and the relationship he had with Tom.
I think you need a calendar.
Yeah, always tell him to stare at the
Words of
stars.
wisdom
at the
from
end.
Steven Seagal.
Dude, just
April.
wait. Just wait to the game, guys. Just wait
Oh
to the game.
god.
Let's watch this.
All right. Yeah, I told you there wasn't nothing there. A hula girl?
Give that man the Oscar.
I think the greatest crime is the writing, honestly. I mean, there's so much bad
bad.
writing constantly.
Oh,
There
did you guys
wasn't-
cringe
Did
every
the
time they
Hula
said
Girl-
ticker?
Did the
Oh
little
my
girl have
God.
firecrackers on her dress?
I don't know. I don't know
Roll
if I
the
can.
clip again.
I don't know.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
like, yeah. That's what sent the alarm up, right?
Well, in that scene, they've got half their bomb suit on.
They couldn't
And
afford
like
a full
this,
suit.
this
It's a hula
giant
girl.
fishing pole thing. I'm like, how?
And
how is
Steven
that gonna
Seagal
work?
Wally-ing into the shot
I think
as a
I think
robot.
we just
They
should
did have
talk
a
about the
bomb
bombs.
robot.
We should talk about the bomb stuff here, right? Because this is supposed to be a bomb movie, and it's supposed to be so intricate when they're
Right.
diving into these things. And 95% of the bombs are just bombs in suitcases.
Yeah.
But they're
And
the
Steven
cool
Seagal
ones
doesn't
where
go.
the liquid goes into the other liquid. And
They're in the
Die
bar,
Hard.
and he like slaps the fucking bomb, like when he's diffusing it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna kill everybody. Oh my god.
yeah, where's the bomb where you see like the two liquids mixing,
Yeah.
like
They,
the rock
they
and
do
stuff?
a
They didn't
little
have the
bit
budget.
at the end, but
A little at the
not
end,
really.
but-
It just
but-
looks like regular syringes, and there's like a
Yeah.
blue liquid, but it's
It
not.
was sad.
Yeah.
Well,
The
the
prop
most
front was sad.
the most tense-filled bomb scene, Albert Pyun decided to turn into like this weird sex-like thing with fucking Tom Sizemore fingering the bomb up while Steven
it's his
Seagal
Zen
whispers to
guru.
him. Like, let's
Take
just-
2 fingers.
I'm gonna play it. Here we go.
thumb to the right.
Oh, so creepy.
No, stop. What's wrong?
It's too easy. There's got to be another way. That's a setup, man. There's got to be another way.
Make up your mind. Ease your thumb over to the right. Feel anything?
The music is so good. I added that.
really makes the scene.
No,
was so
no
hoping
words.
you'd cut that
no
in there.
words.
It's
Oh,
so
God.
bad because there's no wide shot, so you can see that he's like reaching around behind it or anything. It's
Yeah, I didn't
reaction,
understand that.
Fingers, reaction.
I didn't
fingers.
realize he
Steven
was like
Seagal
going
was
behind the
reaching around?
ball. I thought he was just like in front of the plate, and he's like,
That's
"Why is
what I
he
thought,
cannot
too.
see what he's doing? Like he's
Yeah.
right
There's,
there."
there's got to be an access port somewhere.
Oh my
And
god!
then later,
See if you find some epoxy.
later, Steven Seagal keeps looking at his bomb with a flashlight. Like that's how you
Over
would.
and over again?
His
That's how you-
bomb looked
God.
a lot like a desktop computer from the 90s. There was some
You would
memory
know you're on
chips.
one right now. Yeah, we get introduced to the bomb tech that what's her face has. Jamie Presley has on her bracelet.
So
Yeah.
she's serious.
This is high tech bomb tech, is what they
It
said.
looks like
Yeah.
paracord.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's
parachute
right.
cord.
That's right.
and copper something.
Yeah.
It's just like
We should start selling those in the BMN store.
Detonator.
that'd be cool.
AJ, you know some like artsy people, right? Can
Get
you
some metal
of those made up?
makers.
Local
That'd be cool.
artisans. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So outside of the bomb scenes, which I didn't think were intense, there was no tension. That last one was
or
creepy
competent.
and weird in a way that was kind of funny. But then you had the action scenes where like most of them were so disjointed you couldn't tell what was going on. There's a scene where Dennis Hopper escapes and drives away with his girlfriend.
My God.
And it doesn't make any sense. Like it literally makes no sense. Watch this.
Repeat, we've lost her.
Like
Just random cars.
how did they lose
Why
them?
is there a train?
Well, the reason is because the helicopter, and you notice there was that semi with the big huge thing on it. That's from the movie Peacekeeper from 1997. So that's why that doesn't
makes
make
more
sense.
That makes sense.
I couldn't figure out what the hell car they were supposed to be in.
I couldn't
Yeah.
understand
What's
how the
going on?
helicopter couldn't track a BMW down the highway and lose it. Like, it's not that hard. What's the cop?
She threw
design?
the
You're
ankle
done.
bracelet off.
You're done.
Well, when she's first just running away, she is fucking booking it. It's like she's
Yeah.
flying because they're tracking her on the little thing, and she is going so goddamn fast.
There's that one
she is
shot.
just like a block
I
every
was
second.
running.
She runs around. There's literally a shot where she was running from that scene and turns around the corner, and Sizemore walks out like a second later in the same corner. Is like, where is she? Like, dude, she was there just like 1 second ago.
It's
You
like a
saw her.
Scooby Doo
You saw
episode
her.
where they're going out the different doors.
So terrible.
So that was one of my complaints about the movie.
It's like a Scooby Doo episode.
That's like every scene in this movie was cut
Yeah.
like that, where it was just so inconsistent from shot to shot. I mean,
You know who my
we-
favorite character was? My favorite character was the homeless woman that remembered the license plate number.
Oh my god, yes.
Steel trap.
We
Steel
needed
trap.
to see her again.
Well, she said that the real tall Irish guy like tried to pay her for sex. She's like, yeah.
The one who dies in the car.
I heard you
This
got a
is
steel
so
trap.
absurd.
Well, no,
It's like-
because she's like, there was a tall guy. He tried to give me money for something I haven't used in a long time.
Oh,
I was
I mean,
like,
how did he
okay.
know to go talk to her? Has she given him information before? Is that like
Maybe.
he
They
walked
never
down
show
the...
that. I mean, they did introduce her earlier in the film, but
did
she
they?
didn't. They just you just hear kind of mumbling, but he never talks to her.
That's interesting.
So
and then Sizemore gives her a kiss and says, "That's my life savings," and runs away.
Hey, we need Albert Pyun to remake this movie.
right?
No, I
Chris.
think it'd be less
I got something we should talk about.
cohesive.
I want to know who had the best leather.
The
God,
whole
there's so
leather
much.
jacket.
Everyone has
Okay,
leather.
Sizemore, the pizza guy, is wearing like a leather.
Everyone's in leather.
Everyone has
Duster?
leather jackets.
It's like classic Albert Pyun move. Put everyone in leather jackets.
It's easy. Dennis Hopper looked cool.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper's the only one that looks cool in this movie.
I kind of want to get a leather jacket now, if I'm being honest.
You should get one.
I'll just look like a cow. They'll be like, "Wow,
gonna
that's
ride
a lot of leather."
Just own it then. Go.
Can we also talk about the jazz cat? Was that the name of the club?
The one that on the outside is a porn
Yeah.
adult
We had
dancer
that weird
place, and then they go in.
box.
It's like classy.
Well, it was supposed to originally be a strip club, but Steven Seagal is like, no, there's been too many strip clubs in my first early movies, so it turned into a jazz club.
Okay.
And
Well, they were playing like blues, weren't they?
Well,
But
yes.
it looked like a jazz club. I guess it's close enough.
But Steven Seagal is in the scene playing his bomb squad character, and he's on stage singing
What?
in the
No
band
way.
I missed that.
with a fake beard on.
Chris, we need
With
the
a
clip.
fake beard?
I don't
Yes.
have the clips, Biv.
This is what happens when you let Steven
I can look for
Seagal
it.
unchained in a movie.
Right? He wrote, he produced, and he performed that song, and it plays over the credits.
Is it good?
Wow.
No.
I mean, I have images of Steven Seagal performing on stage, but this was like way later in life.
It can't be as good as
Yeah.
that Tom Sizemore track I sent you earlier.
But also, they're in there looking for the bad guy, and they sit right in front of him, facing him instead of the band. And they ask the waitress,
Didn't
like,
notice
who
him.
smokes these cigarettes? And she's like, that guy right there that's 3 feet from you that you're looking
yeah.
right at and making eye contact with.
And,
And
that
then,
great
they,
leather
and then
jacket.
they follow standard police procedure and charge at
Pull
him with
a gun on
guns
him.
drawn.
Right?
I mean, it's pretty realistic, right?
Yep. Shoot our
It's
only
just-
lead.
There's like 3. Once you think you get to the basement of this movie, there's like 3 underground garages of just.
It's like that
what the
senator's
fuck?
mansion. Yeah.
That was like the big story of like all the sets like we were talking about. Like none of the
Oh,
sets
shit, it is
matched or
him.
made sense.
Yeah.
Like
Sorry.
Aaron,
how
you
about the
find
one
it?
where the building exploded and they're
Share it,
outside and they're just in like rubble,
yeah.
fake rubble in front of like a steel beam.
It was a really big bomb, AJ.
There's no consistency when they
It's
when,
terrible.
when Dennis Hopper's car blows up. They should literally show you different. It's all over the place. Like
Yeah,
it's
because they were like in a port or something when they
Yeah.
showed the big explosion, but then they just show like car pieces in a park when they go to investigate it.
All right, here
right.
we go.
oh, Aaron's got it.
There he is. That's him.
I can't see it.
You can't see
Can't
it.
see it.
You got to share it, Aaron.
Yeah.
Wait,
we're
what?
back, man.
Don't
not
hoard the
sharing.
Seagal. Share the Seagal.
I was.
No, you didn't share
Oh wait.
shit.
Oh, it's shit. It's hold on. It's there we go. I saw. I had the preview up. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
topless girl.
Cherry
What the
Lounge.
fuck?
There's no sound
Here.
though.
He's coming right up.
Right.
Right there.
There he is.
Ow!
Oh,
my God.
boy.
Looks like an
He's
Amish. woman
Amish.
now. Yeah. That's his next movie.
Okay.
Get
All
in
right.
character.
We didn't hear it, but it was pretty bluesy.
The Irish
hear
guy
it?
smoking French cigarettes at a
I want
jazz
to start a band.
I want to.
Ties all those guys like
We'll be the flock of Seagulls.
Tom Sizemore, Steven Seagal, Hopper could play drums or something.
Michael
good.
Madsen.
He's their groupie. I want to talk about this scene.
Pull over.
I can't. I'm not actually driving a
Time to
car.
trigger the decoy. Our masterpiece.
I'm just going to
Oh,
turn the
man.
wheel as I'm stopping.
Dude, did you see how it stopped? It was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention the background didn't really match the.
I was looking for a play button to be like hovering there outside his window.
And they're not even sitting next to each other.
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
I
he
think
probably
they're
never
sitting
even
in
sh-
the same chair.
They probably
and
never
just
even met each
reversed
other
it.
on set.
No, because Dennis Hopper never met Steven Seagal, Tom Sizemore, or her.
Honestly,
That's amazing. That's how you make a movie, guys.
I
That's
think
how
he
you make
made
a
out.
movie.
I think he actually made out
He
on that
did.
one.
He got paid for that day.
I have no problems with Jamie Presley though.
No, she's fine.
But,
she's cool.
Yeah.
She sold it, yeah.
Oh man. And then because the whole like the whole like
It's just
backstory to Tom Sizemore is this bomb blowing up his family. You would think that would tie into the bomb
You
villain.
would think.
Right?
You would think. That's what I. That's what.
doesn't
Yeah.
at all.
It just
would
gives an
think.
excuse for that jerk cop to poke fun at him.
You think he'd know some things about
Why
movies
is
at
that
that
guy
point
such
too.
an asshole? There's no.
You're gonna save us like you didn't save your family?
Wait, are you guys serious? If your coworker's family doesn't get blown up by a bomb, you're not gonna make fun of them the whole time? This is what we do.
Well, I mean, I would have stopped him.
Maybe it's symbolism. Maybe that guy represents like the side of Sizemore's psyche that blames himself
He's the
for
devil
his family
on his
blowing
shoulder.
up. And then we've got Seagal that's like leading him into getting over this trauma.
He's the angel on his shoulder.
Yes, the angel and the devil.
I got one that we should talk about. I don't know. The first scene where he goes down to the basement and meets the bomb squad. Do we have clips of that or anything? Because that is just like,
No.
like what?
But
I
did-
We don't have clips of it?
I do not.
I liked the
Okay.
Bomb Squad. It was so.
Oh, wait. You're talking about the CSI, like...
Yeah.
CSI
Yeah, when
type.
Sizemore
Crazy hair
first meets
lady.
him.
Yeah.
Where Sizemore first meets Seagal in the basement.
That
of
felt
the
like a
building.
CSI episode.
And
to
he
me.
brings the piece down. He's like
Yeah.
talking to him. It's like, dude, you never met this guy before. You're in the same fucking building. You've been
Right.
working together for like decades. Like that whole scene. He's like, go do some detective work. You're the detective.
Where the bombs? We deactivate the devices.
That whole scene was just ridiculous. It was
Is
just, like,
he a
completely
detective
absurd.
though? Because Nas in the beginning is like, "Look, man, if you want to be a detective again, you got to like
Yeah.
get rid of your demons." So
Well,
is he a
this is the
detective?
problem. I think Steven Seagal wanted to be the detective as well. See, this is the problem.
He wanted to be everything.
Yeah, Seagal
Check
goes on
it.
this.
works.
Bomb Squad, jazz singer.
Seagal goes on this big diatribe about how like they're the bomb squad. They don't do the detective work. They're gonna stay in
Yeah.
the basement until there's a bomb.
But yet he figures
And
out
then
a
they
bunch
go
of
out
stuff.
and do the investigation.
detective work.
I think this is a Pink Panther movie. Jamie Presley is the Panther.
Who's Inspector Clouseau?
Well, I think Sizemore, or would it be Seagal?
Pink
You
Panther
guys
meets
got
Fight Club.
you guys got too highbrow there. I couldn't follow you.
Well, it's amazing. Yeah, because he does do the detective work. Oh my
God.
gosh.
He's gonna fall over.
This police station.
To
They
protect
spent so
God,
much
but
time
that-
on that set, man.
There's a $2 million reward for that guy.
Holy shit!
Shit.
The thing that
Paul
didn't
Rudd?
work for me about this police.
Is he playing solitaire on the computer?
Yes, yes. That's awesome.
This corner here, that really didn't work for me for this police set. Made it
Why?
seem so cheap. I don't know. It just made it look like it was an attic
I mean,
of some
we
And
place.
there's like a baseball trophy on the wall.
Yeah, there's a
He's
baseball.
never had a basement
We
office, Chris.
spent so much time in this movie in this fucking police station. It was awful. It was awful. I've seen every angle of that fucking one room set. It was terrible.
I was hoping they were going to blow it
Constantly.
up.
Oh my god. The chief, he's just like mad all the time, and it
Nah,
gets
he's-
worse and worse and
He's
worse.
the chief.
And worse
You're supposed to be mad all the time.
Oh my god.
There
Steven
is
Seagal.
one good joke in the movie.
What is that?
It's when the funky early 2000 receptionist for the bomb squad is talking on the phone,
yeah.
and she's like, "Yeah, this guy's tongue ring got caught on my whatever," and then Sizemore interrupts her, and then she gets back on the phone, and she's like, "Sorry, mom."
Yeah, that's good. I did
That
chuckle
was a
at
good
that.
joke.
Yeah.
The other
Steven-
thing is like, this bomb squad's pretty busy. I mean, there's a lot of bombs going off.
is.
I mean, like
Right.
all the time. That's a problem.
the
I
time.
think, right? Is it
They're
really
always
like
out
that?
on a call.
They're
Is that
overworked.
how it is? Are there that many bombers?
That's why Pooch misses the bomb.
Why is Steven Seagal supposed to be the best bomb squad guy ever? But in every scene where he defuses a bomb, it's always a dud, and then the next one blows up and murders everyone awfully while he watches as half the city explodes.
Because he's
He's
the actual
behind
bomber.
At least he didn't.
He failed almost every time.
Almost every time.
I'm still wondering. The very end with the Faye bomb.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
did he do to defuse it?
He
I
just
feel
slipped
like
a wire.
Flashlight.
Flashlighted it.
I just feel like if
Oh
you
no,
make a
not
bomb,
Sizemore. Were there two
No,
bombs?
Sizemore
There
did
was
the
2
fingering.
bombs.
there was
Yeah.
two
Seagal
bombs:
did
the
the flashlight.
basement and the.
He just-
and the
Sizemore pulled the
chemical
wires
wire.
out,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
Seagal told him to cut one, and he just pulled both of them out.
But Steven Seagal sat there and he pulled out his flashlight. He looked at it. He put the flashlight down. He pulled out his flashlight. He looked at it. He did get scissors when there was
End scene.
3 seconds left. He did something and then he just walked away. The scene cut. He's just walking away and he's like,
Exactly.
"Bomb's done."
Did he do
That's probably-
anything?
He narrated more action scenes in this movie than he actually participated.
That's right. You're right. He did. He
And why
narrated
would
very
they-
well.
Why would they call it a fey bomb? Because doesn't that mean a fake bomb?
Oh,
Well, no, he had. It was an acronym. It was fuel, air,
Oh.
explosive.
That's right.
yes.
I
They
love
use
that
it.
he always
They
assumes
use it
it's
over
too
in.
easy.
He said like something like the Green Berets or something, or Special Forces uses this over in
They used it
Africa.
over
Yeah.
Oh,
Africa.
he uses that line like
Yeah.
4 times in the movie.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, this special wire can only get in this area in Africa." I'm like, "Dude, stop using that same line."
Africa's where all the bombs come from. I
Not
guess.
everything comes from Africa. It's like,
Well,
Hey, it's Steven Seagal's world. It does.
it's Steven
You think
Seagal's
Steven
world.
Seagal misses the rain down in Africa?
God.
because he's always in Russia. So
That's true.
get down
Vladimir
there anymore.
Putin.
Amish blues players play in Russia? Like, is that a thing in Russia?
If Putin tells you to.
Now, I
does-
did love their little story time when he goes back to the warehouse with Sizemore.
Yeah.
And because they're looking around, he's doing detective stuff, even though he's part of the bomb squad. And they just stand there and they share their stories. And he's like, yeah, lost half my guys and getting past all this stuff. And he's just going on this terrible monologue about his special forces days and all this crap and how he's zen now. I'm like, why?
It's
Because love is eternal and it's a long time.
And then he looks down and does some detective work and finds the cigarettes, which Sizemore wasn't paying attention to at all, even though he's the detective.
Yeah, they didn't find that.
the problem is Steven Seagal is one thing, and I can get on that energy level if he's with somebody else. But the person he was with was Tom Sizemore.
It's the same thing.
These two together, it's like water and oil or whatever. They don't mix.
Oh my god.
See, if you team him up with Billy Blanks.
Then
you
it's
got
like
a winner.
Mentos and Pepsi.
Hey, don't you can fuck. Billy Blanks is 10 times more entertaining than Steven Seagal. I don't care what you guys say.
Chris, you have to go through the 12 stages of enlightenment.
That's right. You haven't done
will
this.
Understand.
You understand the zen.
Does that mean I have to watch 12 Steven Seagal movies in a row?
Yes. From the early 2000s.
As he gets progressively fatter and fatter every movie.
Do you think
Like,
Steven Seagal wrote that line? Of
course, I just fucking made that up.
It was ad
Yeah,
lib.
right.
Like, this is the thing with Steven Seagal. He was known as a martial artist guy. He gets into the Glimmer Man. He puts on 40 pounds, and he's like, wait, I got away with that. And he's like, let's just ride this train. And he just keeps going. The chart goes up. And I'm like, wait,
He just
you're
keeps
supposed to...
mutating.
Yeah.
And he's no longer a martial arts man. Like, Jean-Claude Van Damme is still ripped.
Yeah.
He's
I
maintained
love
his
him.
martial
He's
artistness.
great.
But for
like,
whatever
if you-
reason...
Yeah, if you go back and watch like Out for Justice, I mean, those are some fucking hardcore action movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
early
did.
Seagal, yeah.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
And
Some of
you
those
you
stuff's
get that
pretty hard.
compared to now, and it's like, what happened?
Well, it's just the jig is up, and why do we still act like he's a fucking action
Is that
hero
a
when
fat
he's...
joke, Chris?
It's just like insulting to the viewer. Like Steven
Yeah.
Seagal is now in like all these military movies because he's too fat to punch. So now he's using pistols all the time.
That's a punch. That's a great movie name.
And he rests the pistol on his gut. And
Yeah, he
it's
does.
just-
That's
He
your next
literally
movie.
does. He goes
I
like,
want you to
there's
write a
actually
script
a
for
scene
Too
in
Fat to
Glimmer
Punch.
Man. In Glimmer Man, he has both his guns, and he rests them on his gut like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's his move. A gut
Dude,
rest.
that's the best part of having a gut. You have a shelf here.
Oh my
You
god.
can rest
still-
stuff on it. It's
Why are we
amazing.
still acting like he's an action star? That's what I don't get it.
You saw that clip with him in the dark going. And then the guy has to go flying. That's why, Chris.
Aaron, you're in the dark, and when you did it, it worked.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
wait.
Oh my
Do
god.
people still think he's an action star? His
we go.
movie was 20
There-
years ago.
Oh,
There are
I'm sure
people
they
that
do.
really kiss his ass, but
Yeah,
I
he has
mean,
like a whole fan base, right?
yeah, because
I'm
he'll
sure,
do
but-
these demonstrations. Like in the last couple years, especially now that he's in Russia, he's very revered there. He'll do these demonstrations where he's got his gi on and like the belt you can't even see anymore because its gut is covering it, and he just like stands there and like moves one arm, and these people go flying across the room because they're obviously just flipping themselves over.
When you're fat, there's a lot of momentum to those swings.
It's his chi.
It's so bad. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
it's lame.
Ugh.
Like,
What a
he
movie.
people to fake.
He's doing like an action movie a year or so, Spiv.
Yeah, he's making money.
But Tom Sizemore is doing like 32 movies, and I couldn't. They all came out, and I couldn't literally like find any of them. And then I stumbled upon the one Kickstarter for one, and it made $226.
Oh my god.
Yes. Funding
I wanna
cancer.
see
Inside a
that.
desolate ghost town. Inside a long abandoned gold.
There is a trailer in it,
that's
and it has
beautiful.
Sizemore in it. But I had trouble
play it.
finding his movie. I didn't save it. It was,
Chris.
dude,
It's probably they had
I couldn't-
access to
couldn't
the
go down that hellhole.
the very entrance of a
Yeah.
mine, and they're like,
They,
"What's
they
the
needed
movie?"
$500 to get into the
They-
mine, and
They started shooting a movie that took place in the entrance of a mine they found, and Tom Sizemore was laying in the mine on a 3-day bender, and they're like, "Oh, you could be in the movie."
He's in like an old mine cart.
Oh my god.
So, all right. Anything else with Ticker?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh
Where
my
do we
god.
start?
Well, okay, the explosions when they happen.
They were
Yeah, they're good.
nice.
When
There
they
were a
happen.
lot of explosions, but
Yeah.
like even the governor's mansion and the one with when the car, the tall guy, his car explodes. His car explodes outside the police station, and then just everything around them just starts exploding, like
That's
other
how it works.
cars and
Oh, yeah.
vehicles.
It's explosion porn where he was like making
Yeah.
this dramatic aftermath where this choir music would come in as the ash rains down.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yes, I love the IRA ballad that they would play anytime something
Oh,
exploded.
yeah. Every single time.
Albert Pyun is good at explosions. But
Yeah, he's got that down.
he needs to choose a movie that doesn't have any explosions and then just make everything explode anyways. That would be better. Surprise explosions.
Too fat to punch, Chris. That's gonna
Too
be
fat
it.
to punch.
Can't punch, so you blow things up.
Yeah.
And then Ice-T shows up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
He's on a
we didn't
Ice
talk
T.
about Ice-T.
Randomly.
Little tiny
He had
bit,
his
yeah.
whole commando squad.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And
At first I thought he was a good guy, but then he was a bad guy.
You couldn't really
was he
tell.
doing?
You don't
because,
know.
I think
people
a
just
lot
running
of the
everywhere.
scenes on top of the building at the end were from Sweepers from 1998.
I like how you have these all written down. This is good.
Wait. So was he actually in this movie or did they just pull him from
I don't
Sweepers?
know. I wanted to tweet him and say, "Were you really in this movie, or did they take you from another one?" I wanted to tweet him so bad, but
He probably
I
doesn't
didn't
even
have the
know he
guts.
was in this movie.
I bet he's
yeah.
in it. I feel like he's probably like an Albert Pyun friend or something like that.
Well, he's in a bunch
He
of
was
Albert
in
Pyun movies.
Well, 'cause-
Yeah.
I mean, he does say Steven Seagal's character name, so I mean, he had to
Glass.
be in it, and maybe they just cut the rest of his scenes or something. I don't know.
Steven
The
Seagal
names
does not
in
look
this
like
were
a
great.
glass. He does not look like a
Glass,
glass.
fuzzy,
No.
chilly. We had all these.
He's not smooth like a glass.
Drop the GL, then I'm with you.
Should be like
Oh my god.
Frank
All right,
ass.
wait.
it's like
So
concrete
this-
or something.
This is why what's her face? Jamie Presley is the bad guy.
Yeah, because
Claire, her name was Claire. Her husband was blowing the whistle downtown about a development zone that's actually a toxic waste dump and that it would cost a fortune. But he got capped. So she's getting her revenge on City Hall.
Right,
By
by
working with the
blowing up
IRA.
all the buildings he
Irish.
designed.
how does she have a connection to the IRA then?
She met him at a convention in Europe.
Yeah.
Where's the bomb convention?
That's where she met.
That's what she
At
says.
a bombers
Must have been
convention.
one of those tech conventions
Where she met Hopper.
where she met up. Fell in love.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think they
But-
fell in love.
Tom Sizemore outsmarts her by punching her square in the face.
It calls her a
Does
son of
it
a
every
bitch
time.
twice. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Wait,
But see, that's what's
my
frustrating.
God.
It's so reductive of her. She's this like criminal mastermind, and then they
Right?
just punch her out.
I
Yeah.
should have made a clip of it. The first time Tom Sizemore goes in and interrogates her, when she's leaving, she like puts his hand on him, and he just keeps going, "Get your hands off me! Hands off me!
Touch me.
Don't
touch me!" And then as he's
Yes.
leaving for like a quarter of a second, he goes, "Drop dead." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Well, that's how you know she's gotten over on him, because when he goes back in the second time, he grabs her
touched-
arm.
yeah,
so
yes.
she's got him. That's how you
Yeah.
know she's got him.
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore is the only person that can get her to talk.
See?
You
Right?
know? No one else will talk.
There's anyone else I'd can your ass.
Touching your arm, next thing you know, you're a member of the IRA blowing shit up, and you're like, "How did I get here?"
That's right.
This is not
It was
my
all for
beautiful
love.
house.
You beat me to it, Chris.
All right, let's move on, guys. I feel like
Oh, do we have to?
we've talked about the ticker quite enough. Next week, I'm
We're
making
gonna
a
talk
bunch
about
of
it
Donald
again.
Farmer.
We're
movie.
never going to
That's it.
top this movie.
I could talk about this for like another hour.
One other thing is Steven Seagal's dog is in it.
Is he the?
I don't
the
think he has the
bomb-sniffing dog?
capacity to love a dog.
The
Pooch?
bomb sniffing dog was Steven Seagal's dog.
I have a
He does
question.
not like.
I feel really bad for that dog.
I feel horrible for that dog.
Yeah.
They literally exploded and run a tank over him.
Can you
Steven
imagine
Seagal's
getting
like,
whispered
blow it
to
up.
all day?
Oh my god.
How did they miss the bomb in the car? The whole bomb
I
squad
don't
checked it
know.
out.
Yeah,
the
he's
dog
like-
sniffed it.
I don't know. what they did.
Because it was from a different movie.
And then the one guy says, "Okay, guys, the car is
bomb-
clear. We can go." But the pooch is still in it.
Spiv, in one scene, the bomb didn't exist in the car, but since the other scene was from a different movie, that bomb was in a car.
Yeah.
And how did
intermovemental.
Jamie Presley put a bomb in Dennis Hopper's car?
Right.
She didn't even know what car he was coming in.
And by the way,
Or did she?
how does every bomb activated by a telephone booth?
Because they can say the "reach out and touch,
Touch someone."
Oh,
That should have been
good.
a tagline on the cover of the film.
I wonder if they had to pay money for royalties for that
Probably.
song. That's where all the budget went.
Oh, so they should call it "phone bomb."
Here's how you fix this movie. Okay. Get rid of Tom Sizemore. Get rid of Steven Seagal. Keep Dennis Hopper.
No. Keep Seagal.
Keep Dennis Hopper. Make him throughout the whole movie. Bring in, what's his face? Rutger Hauer.
Oh.
In the
Rutger
Sizemore
Hauer
way.
versus Dennis Hopper. You can have Jamie Presley in there, but he doesn't need to try and be sleeping with any of them. She could be the daughter of the senator who gets killed at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I
good.
liked
That'd be
her
good. Make it more
motivation.
political
It was fun.
espionage kind of thing. I like
Political espionage. Yeah.
Send it
There
to
can actually
PM.
be some like legitimate bomb.
And then he can be like, interactive TV, Rutger. It's the wave of the future.
Touch-tone dialing, Jack.
And he'd be like,
Boop, wrong number. Shit.
I wanted so bad for Dennis Hopper to say "pop quiz hot shot" in his bad Irish accent.
he was Irish in one scene and he wasn't in another.
He was Irish in one half a sentence, and then he wasn't.
He was for a day. He was on set for a day.
He was Irish for one day. The next day of filming, he wasn't.
They were like, "Okay, and Dennis, remember, you're Irish. Action." and then you forget.
All right, let's move on. Does anyone have any alternate titles?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Go ahead, Aaron.
Half Speed.
Oh, so I was trying to think of a
He's
speed one.
basically, it's his character from Speed. I already did the Flacco Seagal one. Bomb Brothers. Brothers. Ticklers.
Ooh, Hulk Hogan should have been in this movie.
Talkers. Boomers.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
Explosive Plot Device. Death Clock.
Okay.
Hopper and Pooch. Jesus.
That'd be a movie I'd watch.
Forgetting Fuzzy. West Sizemore Story.
I like that one.
Rock Bombtum. Because he hits rock bottom or whatever.
Oh, okay.
He gives them that whole long spiel about that. Fear Biters, because he calls them Fear Biters at one point. The Boys Are Blasting Town. Activators. Dudes and Decoys, and I'm Not Dead Yet. I got better. I don't want to go on the cart.
Is that it?
That's it.
Very good, Aaron.
Thank you.
Lindsay?
Well, I only have one alternate title, but I did write down also some of the taglines, actual taglines for this movie. Death is just a tick away.
Ooh.
Ticker will blow you away.
No.
When the countdown hits 0, you're dead.
Ooh.
That's
The
pretty cool.
bomb squad commander doesn't just cut wires, ...
What the fuck does that mean?
I have no idea.
He drinks heavily.
This one's my favorite. Always cut the green wire.
Always cut. Why? What if it's not the green wire?
That'd be nice if it was in the movie, yeah.
Right? But my only alternate title, and you have to say it with the affect, is The Irishman?
AJ, do you have any?
No, I don't have it this week.
Scott, Spivey?
I was trying to come up with a speed one, but I couldn't.
Half Speed, man.
Ticker. I hardly know her.
All right, I got The Hangover. Implied. Let me see that bomb. Meat Sweats.
Oh my god.
Steven Seagal in Hard to Fit Pants. And Above the Lard.
Above the Lard. Oh, I like that.
It's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So you
I don't-
chose to focus entirely on Steven Seagal, basically.
Yeah, he just rubs me the wrong right. Freudian slip there. Maybe wrong way.
He's just bomb tech in a bottle.
I gotta rub him the right way.
Rub him the right way.
All right, let's move on and play a game.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of compliment, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable. Shall we play?
I gotta lower the volume on that one.
Yeah, it's
The,
really loud.
the history hole is too quiet and the game is too loud. I need to write that down. I'm not gonna do that. I won't remember. It's never gonna
It'll
change.
be like
Just
this for
it's-
years.
It's part of the show now.
Make the
It's how it
adjustment.
is. Yeah. All right. So this is. I don't actually have a name for it. Let me think.
Oh, you're just
What-
a bomb in a basket.
What
Good
would
job,
what
Steven
would
Hutton.
Steven Seagal say?
Oh, okay.
So I'm
He
gonna
was
give
saying-
you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a saying. It's gonna be read by the computer, and then you tell me if it was Steven Seagal or if it was not. Are we ready?
Okay.
All right. Here you go.
These are real life Steven Seagals, not movie quotes.
It could be anything
both,
Steven
okay.
Seagal has said. Yeah. Or perhaps not Steven Seagal. You don't know. Okay. Here we go. Question 1.
For $350,000, I'll fuck anything once.
Oh god, that photo. It's like I didn't hear anything it said. I just saw him and I was like, what happened?
Do you need it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
For $350,000, I'll fuck anything once.
That's his blues band.
I think he
that-
did say
I
that.
think he said that, yeah.
Did he say
title of
that
his
in
first
a
album.
movie, or did he just say that in like Steven Seagal real life?
That's his
I
first
don't know.
album.
I don't
see,
know
that's the
about
real
that,
game,
but
AJ.
I think he did say that.
Okay, I have no idea.
I bet he did.
All right. Here's the answer.
$350,000? I'd fuck anything once.
Including that old man. Including that
That's,
old man.
that was the beginning of the downfall, if I recognize the movie.
Yeah, I think that's
On Deadly Ground.
On Deadly
above the
Ground,
law.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's the one with the forest.
The oil rig and the
Yeah.
after the last guy. He's
Alright.
got to save the Inuits.
You ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
If I give someone a hug, I can automatically tell if they have a cavity.
I mean,
What kind
yeah,
of
why
cavity
not?
are we talking about?
Sure.
Normally, I'd say
Where is he
no,
placing his
but-
hands?
These are all just going to be Steven Seagal, aren't they?
I know. I mean, there's no limit to what he might say. So these are just. It could be anything you.
So
put
what's
on
it?
the
What do we?
string could be it.
What do we think?
I
It's
feel like
him.
you could play this.
Yes, you think it is
I
him?
think it's
Yeah.
too
I'm gonna
far
say
out
yes.
there. I'm saying no.
You're saying no? Okay. This is the answer.
Give someone a hug, I can automatically tell if they have a cavity.
Ah, surprise twist.
Ugh,
Why is she a thing?
I don't know.
Because she had a sex tape.
Wait, hold on.
So did
Okay.
your mom. But
Next
you don't
one.
see
Here we
her on
go.
TV.
Or do you?
Next one.
Many people consider me one of the great masters in my own field.
He said
Definitely
that.
him. Definitely him.
His own field. You should be the master, right?
Are we
That's
talking
definitely
about
Seagal.
shitty blues music? Are we talking about acting?
He's the master of many fields.
He's the master going.
I think they're all him.
So you
I
think
just
that's?
say yes every
I think the
time.
last one with
Kardashian was
Kardashian
All
was
right,
actually
we're going
him.
She
yes.
was quoting.
All right, here we go.
Many people consider me, one of the great masters in my own field.
Is
Is he
that his
wearing
voice?
safety glasses?
Was that AOL interviewing him?
Do you want to see it again?
Yeah.
Many people consider me, one of the great masters in my own field.
It is AOL.
He's wearing that leather jacket.
What is
I
his
like those glasses. Those
He's
are
like
good.
Bono.
They're like,
Yeah. He's pulling
Aren't
a
they
Bono.
like
He's
blue
getting
light-
ready for his
blue
next
light
role as
glasses?
Bono.
All right.
see how
next
his
one.
Irish accent is.
That'd be great,
God.
movie.
Here we go.
Death is death. We got to have compassion for the dead, the dying, the could be dying, and the about to be dead.
Donald Trump.
Yes. Definitely.
I don't think he said that one.
I think that's a little too dumb for Steven Seagal.
Exactly. That's why he
Because
said
I mean,
it.
he says some dumb shit,
Dumb
but
for
there's
Steven
more.
Seagal.
There's more eloquence to his dumbness.
Yeah.
I think it's about the delivery. The computer's fooling you. I think it's Seagal.
Yeah. The dead,
I think
dead,
it's. I think it's.
dead,
I think
dead,
it's Trump.
Dead,
Did
dead.
someone say that?
All right,
I
here
don't
we
think-
go.
I
Problem.
think
Any of
it's
these
him.
could be.
Here's the answer.
The way I look at it, death is death. I mean, we gotta have compassion for the dead, the dying, that could be dying, and they're about to be dead.
I've seen the Glimmer Man like 10 times.
AJ was right.
Damn it.
Some of the best lines ever.
I don't know why it's on black. I hope it shows up right.
Honestly, I think we should just trust our president in every decision that he makes, and we should just support that. You know, and be faithful.
Britney Spears said that.
Putin telling him to say that.
He said that.
Britney Spears said that.
Britney Spears?
Oh, Lindsay's pretty
yes.
confident there.
Britney Spears said that, and it's what, like at the beginning of her train wreckness, I think. But it's about Bush.
Honestly, I think we should just trust our president in every decision that he makes, and we should just support that, you know, and be faithful.
Yeah, that's working out really
She's
well.
that was good. Like,
Free Britney.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make fun of Britney Spears. I think she had a rough go.
She still has a rough go. She's still having a rough go. Her dad's
Free
still taking her
Britney.
money.
So fucked up.
Yeah, that was
You
good,
just gotta
Lindsay.
keep your own drugs, AJ, and you can take all their money that you want. Isn't that the conspiracy?
What?
I do feel she's fighting back though. She refuses to perform or record any new music because they won't
Good.
take off this conservatorship. So yay, Britney.
How can at her age? How can that even be a thing? I don't understand how that works. How
Well,
to kind
no,
of-
Because they say
they-
she's
for a lot of
mentally
people.
incompetent.
Yeah, they had her diagnosed with a mental illness, and so
Yeah.
he has power of attorney or something. Yeah,
You can diagnose everyone with a mental illness.
especially Chris.
At least a couple of us on the show.
Easily. All right, next one.
Judge not lest ye be judged. But they didn't say anything about constructive criticism, and I am good at that.
Oh, that sounds like
totally
a
him.
Steven
That's
Seagal
him.
timepiece.
That's him.
Steven Seagal 1880s. I'm gonna go with that. Steven Seagal.
80s.
It's like Back to the Future
You can
Part
see
3.
it, can't
is he
you? You
coming?
can hear it.
Aaron, you?
I don't know anymore. My whole reality's crumbling
He's been
in front of me.
shattered by Steven
Your whole
Seagal.
body has disappeared. You're now just a floating head in the darkness. All right.
Judge not lest ye be judged. But they didn't say anything about constructive criticism, and I'm good at that.
Ugh.
Uh,
Perry, Jesus Christ.
Katy Perry. Come back, Aaron. Come back.
Did you
to the
know
light.
that's the name of her? That's the name of her cat, Katy Perry.
Really?
I don't know. I hate myself that I know that.
It's good.
You're a closet
okay.
Katy Perry fan. It's okay.
She's got some good songs. She's got some good.
We all
she's
have
got
our
some good
guilty
songs.
pleasures, Lindsay. It's okay.
I Kissed a Girl and I liked it. That's a fun song. I like that song.
I hear it.
Has a lot
Testing
of
cherry
depth
chapstick.
Yeah, that's a good song. My kids like Katy Perry, so I hear it all the time. I think. I think they like Katy Perry. I don't know. No, I'm not thinking Katy Perry. Thinking Taylor Swift, which I like enough. I don't. Let's move on. Steve Scott. There we go.
My greatest pain in life is that I will never be able to see me.
That sounds like
that's a
Kanye
narcissistic
or
line.
something.
Right? Does sound like Kanye.
Kanye.
Right? Yeah, let's
He
go
can obviously
Kanye.
see himself.
Yeah, what? That doesn't even make sense. It's got to be Seagal.
Yeah, Seagal.
I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
My greatest pain in life is I will never be able to see me.
It was.
It was. I fucking knew it.
That's so funny.
He does. I did take it out of context. He does go on and say perform.
Oh my
You could
god.
watch a video.
Chris, I'm gonna let you finish.
That's a wild.
That's
That was. What would Steven Seagal say? I was gonna do a one that was like, is this ass or is it not? But it was gonna be, is this Steven Seagal or is this a seagull? But I was like, you guys bitched about the one that's all image related the last time, so I'll hold off a little bit on
You
this.
should just do like Steven Seagal stomachs with other people's stomachs and try to guess who it is.
There's like videos of Steven Seagal like eating carrots. Do you guys see that?
No.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not obsessed with
I
Steven
think you have
Seagal.
an obsession, Chris.
What? Hold on.
You
Stand
dislike
by.
him so much that you know everything about him.
It's just it's
Borderline obsessive.
I just can't stop.
it's like a thought piece. This guy's cutting a carrot up.
But I mean, just the depth
Steven
of,
Seagal.
Look at him.
and that
Look at-
black
watch it.
hair
Watch this.
dye.
All right.
He looks like a rabbit.
Oh my god, he could play Bugs Bunny.
His glasses match the
He could play Bugs Bunny.
Later, they give him a watermelon.
This video.
He takes a watermelon and he
Maybe
gets
Steven
happy.
Seagal should just have a show where he just eats stuff and we watch it.
I mean, when you drink your own Kool-Aid that much, it's just it's fascinating.
Put him on the Food Network. You know, give him a car. He can drive around different places and eat food.
All right, that was the game. Let's move on. You are listening to the Bad Movie Night podcast. Do you have a recommendation? A question? You want to talk about bad movies? Then join us over at our subreddit. Just search for Bad Movie Night on Reddit and join our community. Now, back to the show. A little keyboard action on that
Little
one.
glimmer. Little glimmer on top of that.
A little glimmer on that. All right, here we go. Lindsay, would you recommend The Ticker?
Yes, I already did, and we watched it, and it was great.
All right, Spiv.
Yeah, but you know the answer. This movie was so
Spiv,
much
you're
fun.
such a fucking sellout,
So
hack,
much
fraud, fucking. This comes back again at the end of the year. I'm gonna be pissed.
It's totally coming back.
We got best explosions, worst actor, best movie.
Okay, Aaron.
I'm not going to call it best movie yet, but I do think it's going to show up at the end of the year. I had a lot of fun watching this. It's free on Amazon Prime.
It is free.
It's got explosions.
That's true. It is on Amazon Prime.
Would you say that time has a value?
Well, if we did, we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
That's true. That's a very good
Any
point.
of
Never
us
mind.
thought about this.
I take it back. That AJ.
No, I do not recommend this movie. It was brutal. Couldn't stand it. Oh my god. I was furious. I was so furious watching this thing because I was like, we've seen some Albert Pyun movies, and I was like, Albert Pyun. You know, I was excited for that.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I did not get the delivery of an Albert Pyun movie in this. This was just like,
I think
No, they took it away from him.
It was New Image, yeah.
I'm
We
not
saw another
recommending
movie
it.
from New Image that was
I'm
bad.
I could
Future
not
Fear?
Get into it.
Maybe Future Fear? That was all
I
hacked
think
together.
the
it
Spiders
was-
movies were New Image also.
It was laughable and funny and how bad it was, but man, it was really hard to watch.
I think it had hints of Pyun that I liked.
Yeah,
Those explosions.
Really?
The opening scene where they just blow everyone. They engaged in like the most awful way.
Ridiculous.
It was like me engaging in Rainbow Six Siege for the computer. Like it was like just start shooting everywhere. Yeah.
You run into thought process.
That
Sure.
was all fun. It's just when Billy, or what, or not Billy's name, what's this fucking guy's name?
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal shows up and he puts in so little effort, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
He just angers me. And then like the fun guy would be Tom Sizemore, who's just depressing in like a realistic way. Like when I watch him perform,
I just
he
feel
could
like
be dramatic, but not in this.
with that combination, I just feel like it should be more fun.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think that's the reason it's not fun. It's that combination.
But
That's
I mean,
why.
he plays kind of that same kind of jaded cop character in The Relic, and he pulls it off in that.
Yeah.
As Pendergast in The Relic, he worked.
It's great in that,
Pendergast,
but this
yeah.
one,
That's
it
true.
just it doesn't
Okay,
happen.
Lindsay, let me ask you this: Tom Sizemore is in the darkness of the museum. He flees his flashlight over quickly to reveal Steven Seagal eating a carrot in the corner.
It's not The Relic, it's Seagal with a carrot stuck in his throat. God, I love that movie.
frightening. That's fucking frightening.
You should edit that together, Chris.
I am
That'd be
not.
funny.
I am not doing that.
We should
I
watch
edited
The
that
Relic.
whole. That's way too good of a movie.
For $350,000, I'd eat any vegetable.
Probably has.
But yeah, it is on Amazon. It has its moments, and if you like Steven Seagal, you'd like it. But he just angers me.
He's not the only thing in this movie, though. I mean, he's in it, but he's not like even really a truly main character half of the time. He's
No, but Sizemore doesn't work for me either. in
Well,
this
just
role.
and seeing Hopper and his bad accent.
Hopper
and-
worked, yes.
Hopper
Yeah.
works because he's
Hopper
having
worked.
fun with it. He knows that he's in a bad movie and he's just having.
He's
a
there
good
for a
time.
day. He's expecting
for a
that.
day.
I'll tell you, but Seagal and Sizemore, their relationship did it for me. Seagal being that Zen master trying to... It's so many good lines.
Do you think that was actually them in that last shot, or that it was body doubles?
Hell no.
doubles. It might even be mannequins.
Steven Seagal's reading the script and he's like, walking? You're going to need a double for that. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I would be interested in watching the director's cut. Because I'm so curious in what that's like.
Oh, yeah, what the original cut
kind of would be interested
I'm
in seeing
very
that,
curious.
too.
Yeah.
I think it'd just be more explosions, knowing Pyun.
It'd just be everyone in that police station talking.
And then the police station explodes. And
Yeah, because I mean, Steven Seagal, they had so little footage of him even walking, they had to put it in slow motion.
Yeah, there were shots of things that were in slow motion that weren't working. Like they had police sirens that were like breaking down from frame rate because they just needed to extend this fucking garbage, you know? God.
Movie of the year.
Movie of the year for Spiv so far. Spiv,
the more we talk about it, the better it gets.
I'm thinking maybe we do a Donald Farmer movie next week just to put you down a peg or two.
No.
We should watch Vampire Cop again.
Oh, God, no.
My God.
Yeah, AJ, you want to see bad movie? Vampire Cop.
AJ would appreciate
He would
Vampire
actually
Cop
like
more than
that,
you guys. All right, let's move on and read some emails.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
So going back 2 weeks, we watched Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker.
Toy Maker.
Yes.
I can love you like a real
So
mommy.
good.
I love you, mommy.
So good.
Mommy.
That scene was so disturbing. Sasui, hey daddy, better late than never. He had an alternate title, Vote for Pedo.
I assume it's like Vote for Pedro
like
from
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, that's good.
Rand 113. Alternate title, Santa Claus is coming to
in
town.
DMC.
It's Rand 113. I say it that way. Alternate title, Santa Claus is coming to town, but keeping 100 feet away from schools and daycares. He's making a list and checking it twice, and you'll be on it a minimum of 10 years.
Oh my God.
And oh, come all ye... Actually, on second thought, I better write out that one. Heading over to our YouTubes. Paul Lilienthal, Larry the Larvae, who is his own plural.
What do you say to that?
Yeah. Black Donner wants to know Aaron's email to send him a present.
Oh, I forgot to
You didn't
use
use that,
the
yeah.
present.
We
Sorry,
got it.
Black
We
Donner.
got it.
We'll use it
We
next
got it.
week.
Oh, he actually sent you one. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I made him send it
what
to
we
Chris
thought it
because
was.
I was afraid it was going to be something.
I was afraid too.
It's something.
First, I was afraid. I was petrified.
Yep.
Okay.
Paul Lilienthal also liked my Larry the Larvae impression.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember doing one, to be honest.
You were doing some weird creepy sex thing. It was gross.
He was doing the next.
Oh, Paul does like
Ugh.
this.
Which I'm not gonna. I should not repeat.
Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do it.
And just Paul again.
Hey,
he has nothing
do
but
not
contempt
talk bad about Pow.
and disrespect for Chris's choice of favorite Christmas song.
That's okay. I talked to him about it.
It's a bad song, Chris.
It is a bad song. I agree, but it's still I like it. Okay,
It's a
you're
nice
okay.
change of
You're allowed to
pace.
like bad.
I'm just trying to save you from tears. And then last week, of course, the 2020 Bad Movie Night
Wait,
Awards.
you missed the one comment about Lindsay. Because it upset me quite a bit.
It upset me too. I didn't want to read it, but then Lindsay responded to it.
It
so I guess
says,
it's
"Oh
okay.
my, Lindsay is so pretty," which
With
is
a heart face,
fucking.
yeah.
No offense, Lizzie. This is fucking horse shit, guys. I've been doing this podcast for 2 fucking years.
Hey, come on. We all know that the sex appeal of this show is Aaron.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Nobody ever
The
tells me
floating
I'm
head.
pretty. I'm the floating head.
People always talk about how our beards are the perfect evolution of beards, but
Never anybody said we were pretty.
It's been 4 years we've been doing this, and this is fucking bullshit, Lindsay.
but you're just jealous, Chris.
You're goddamn right. I'm jealous, Spiv. I want to hear about me. And it's only good stuff I want to hear because I already hear enough negative stuff from my wife.
Okay, so Listeners, you have your mission. Leave us an iTunes review telling us how sexy Chris is.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
Only using Evanescence song titles.
Fair enough, Chris. You do get some pretty good comments occasionally on YouTube. So
What could you be funny?
Inject
I
some
know that.
comedy into your review.
I was like, oh my god! I tried to be serious like once. So sorry. Continue, Spiv. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. So yeah, Bad Movie Night awards last week.
Oh yeah. Good times were had.
Rage.
What'd you guys think of those?
Swept the panel.
It was good. I can't believe you guys went that long.
I was asleep at the end.
Oh God.
It was a long night.
It was actually, but there was
There's lots of good iTunes review fodder here.
Right?
Spiv. Spiv. Okay. Spiv, you're the one that made us go that long because you were being a contrarian.
Whoa.
Jesus.
In a way that I liked.
We spent like 40 minutes talking about like best setting.
But there was no
It's not my fault.
Well, I mean,
scream at each other this
you
year.
guys had some good discussions, like about whether or not Redline was sci-fi or not.
Yeah.
Action, that kind of stuff. But I thought it was good. I thought it went well.
I went back and listened to it. I got really obnoxious by the end. I hate myself.
Oh, we were drinking. Yeah, I said some horrible things unintentionally.
Yeah, Aaron made fun of my daughter who has a lisp. I actually had to go to it and tell her Uncle Aaron doesn't love you anymore. It's like it is what it is.
It's just that picture
She's
of
like,
him with
Uncle
his
Aaron.
tongue
I was
in
like,
his
yeah, he
teeth.
hates you.
I just want to fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, Richard Grieco. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if those end of year shows are entertaining for anyone else besides us, but it is a fun way to.
They are entertaining for me, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We definitely need to have more people, though. This was tough because Chris and I pretty much agree on
was
literally
tough for just the three.
everything, which makes it hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mike de Rosier had his list of movies from bad to worse and from good to best.
Okay.
His worst movie was Flying Virus.
It's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad.
It's kind of forgettable for me.
There were bees on an airplane. And then his best was Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall is a good movie.
He did not.
A lot of people
Rage
like the Chopping
in any
Mall.
of
Yeah,
those.
that's a good movie.
I don't think a lot of people saw Rage.
Rage
Spiv.
was obviously the
I've never
best
seen Rage.
movie.
Dude,
You should watch it
oh,
right
Rage,
now.
Yeah,
Rage.
It's on
I'll watch
TV.
it tonight.
Dude, bananas. Monkeys eat bananas. You should watch it. It's amazing.
All right. I'll
Yeah,
check it
Rage.
Jeffrey
Watch.
Dahmer eats
Go
bananas.
watch Rage, and it'll make you feel better about this movie.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. Now that does it for our listener feedback for the last 2 weeks. If you'd like me to read your thing online, leave it on our YouTube or our subreddit.
God damn, man.
I will.
For our
shower
podcast
song,
listeners,
The
Scott's
bumper
making-
is never
making some
leaving.
eyes.
I think I need to make a new bumper for you.
Oh, it's going to feel so good.
Scrub my butthole. Anyways, let's move on. Thank you, Spiv. That is going to do it for Ticker. Next week, we are watching a movie. Just give me 1 second. From 1988. It is a horror sci-fi thing. I don't know. Let's go
Nice,
check it out.
nice.
It's on Tubi, and it's called
Horror
Destroyer. So let's go check out that trailer.
Everyone thought he just died, but no one ever dreamed he'd become a destroyer. The perfect
This is 2 good ones in a row.
That's me when I take too much Ritalin.
Who is that main actor? I've seen him in other stuff.
He looks like
He's
a wrestler.
Destroyer. He does look like a wrestler.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize him, but his name is Lyle Alzado.
He must have been in
He's
something
apparently
else.
in Neon City, which is a movie we've covered
He
before.
looks really familiar.
But he is huge in this movie. An
He's in
electrocuted
Ernest
murderer.
Goes to Camp.
This to me kind of sounds like Shocker. An electrocuted murderer stalks the writer Clayton Rohner, stuntwoman Deborah Foreman, and the cast on the set of Death House Dolls.
Oh, so it's a meta thing, a movie within a movie.
This
kind of
sounds really fun.
It sounds really
I'm
fun.
excited.
And it's on Tubi, so there's no reason not to check it out.
Nice.
So that's going to do it, guys.
pretty cool.
For Ticker, sorry for some of the technical difficulties we had this episode. But, you don't come here for quality. Let's just be honest about that. Like, it's not why you're coming, so I don't actually know why you are.
Aaron, you look like you're in the Willy Wonka River Tunnel right now.
I'm sorry. I'm running out of attention span. I have to tweak knobs or something. Or I'm gonna.
So we got to stop the podcast and end it here because Aaron has totally checked out
for everybody.
So that's going to do it, guys. If you liked what you heard, please leave us a review on iTunes. Where the fuck are you going, Aaron? Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Can't help it.
He's tweaking the knobs.
Leave a review on iTunes. That helps out the show. Then sign up for a Patreon. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. It's $2. You get access to the weekly pre-show, which is live, and you can comment, talk with us if you're interested. You also get access to the new Slack channel where we have private conversations. And there's a whole bunch of action going on in there. Well, not really, but we just started.
You guys were talking about snowblowers the other day, and I'm just like...
Hey, whatever. Get in on it.
Exciting content.
It was snowing, and I couldn't get my snowblower started, so I went to the experts.
I mean, so during this podcast...
Maybe you don't get snow out there, Lindsay. But...
Did anybody see what our good friend Saswi posted in the Patreon this evening?
Nicolas Cage's diet entails only eating animals that engage in dignified sex.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. But that's the kind of content you can get if you
humans.
sign up. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. It's $2. Do it. Sign up. We'll talk to you then. And that's it. That's it for this week's episode on Ticker. Next week, we're watching Destroyer.
Yes.
1, 2. All right, guys. So we will catch you here next week. Good.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.